Seriously, 8 goals in the second period. That was by far the dumbest period of hockey I've ever seen. Oh, how naive I was as a young lad. Those were much simpler times.
Sacre bleu. I want to overact.
What was that? This is gonna be a good year. Not too shabby. The best game ever. I don't know how to recap this game. I don't. I'm mentally drained. Like, that was insane. Like, I can't, whatever I say, I cannot do this game justice. I certainly can't do the first period justice. I can't do all 9 goals justice in that first period. I don't know what to do. Olaf and Moose had an idea saying I should do a shot for every goal. Well, I don't do shots, so yeah, that's not going to happen. But I'll tell you what. How about I'll do a sip of beer for every goal in honor of your cake day. Happy Cake Day. It's not much, but it's an honest living. But before I do that, let's start off with the final score in this one. The Blackhawks win. They win against the last place Ottawa Senators by a score of 8-7. That's insane. That's insane. Last place Ottawa Senators. Not only that, Senators team that just going through turmoil for a good year and a half now. Team that's probably going to lose Duchesne, Stone, Dzingel, or a combination of those three at the deadline. Not only that, they're looking like they're going to finish in last place and have a good lottery pick and possibly get the first overall pick. But they don't actually have that pick because that pick went to the Avalanche for Matt Duchesne, who they're probably going to get rid of. Things aren't looking good for that franchise. They don't even have a first-round pick, unless, of course, they get one at the deadline for one of those 3 players. Blackhawks narrowly escape them. And because of this narrow escape, the Blackhawks now sit 1 point out of a wild card spot. Yes, a team that has given up 5+ goals 3 of the last 4 games now sits 1 point out of a wild card spot. A team that has given up 6+ goals 11 times this season in 60 games is sitting 1 point out of a wild card spot. A team that has gone on 2, not 1, but 2 8-game losing streaks this season is sitting 1 point out of a wild card spot. But I think you know what I'm about to say. So go ahead and say it with me. This team is not making the playoffs. Like, did you watch this game? Did you watch this game? Like, it's got to be impossible. It's got to be impossible. Surely, there is no way this team actually makes the playoffs. All right, enough about playoffs. Playoffs! Let's talk about this game. Delia in net for the Hawks. Nielsen in net for the Ottawa Senators. Delia didn't even last 8 minutes. Nielsen didn't even last 14 minutes. We got to see all 4 goalies from these 2 teams play in this game. Play in the first period of this game. Craig Anderson, Chicago area native, played his 600th career NHL game in this one because he got subbed in. He was hoping to play it at home. Milestone in front of a home crowd. How lovely. This game ruined that for him. So hopefully you're ready. Hopefully you're warmed up because here we go. 2 minutes in, Bobby Ryan, turnaround, fadeaway jumper, scores. 30 seconds later, odd man rush, 3-on-2, tic-tac-toe, Balsers 5-hole scores. This is the 3rd straight game the Hawks have been down 2 goals in the first period. This trend has to stop. 1 minute after that, Blackhawks, power play, Taves with it, down low, cross-crease pass, backdoor, Alex DeBrincat scores. A little over a minute after that, Blackhawks, odd man rush, 3-on-1, Cahoon, backdoor to DeBrincat. He scores, ties this game up. Not quite 3 minutes after that, Senators with the puck in the offensive zone, slap shot. Delia saves it, cannot control the rebound. He tries to dive on it. Colin White pokes it before he can get it into the back of the net. Senators retake the lead. About 7.5 minutes left to go in the period. Keith catches the Senators with a bad change, gets it up to Patrick Kane with the stretch pass. He takes it, showtime, far post, blows it by Nielsen, tie game. About a minute after that, puck rolling towards Nielsen. He goes to poke check. He misses. Dylan Strome does not miss. He pokes it by Nielsen into the back of the net. Hawks take the lead. About a minute and a half after that, Dylan Sekera's shot gets deflected right onto Brandon Stodd's stick at the far post. He taps it in, and the Hawks lead 5-3. And with just over 2 minutes left to go in the period, the Blackhawks turn the puck over in the defensive zone. Tkachuk finds Stone all alone in the slot. He increases his trade value and buries it. That was just the first period. The Hawks lead the Senators 5-4 going into the second period. And by that metric, the rest of the game would be super boring. And when I say super boring, I mean the second and the third periods each had just 3 goals. A minute and a half into the second period, Colin White, one-timer, slap shot, scores, tie game. We get a little bit of a break, and then 8 minutes into the second period, Dylan Strome patiently waits for DeBrincat to get open, sends him a pass into his wheelhouse, one-timer, and we got a kitty cat hat trick, or a cat trick as some would say. That's 3 goals for Alex DeBrincat. Just about 9.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Brandon Saad with the puck, spins around, protects it, backhand pass to Forsling, who rips a one-timer. Dylan Strome with a great screen in front. One of the best things he's added since joining this team, net front presence. Yeah, Anderson never sees it. Puck goes in. Blackhawks lead 7-5 at the end of 2. Third period now. Are you still with us? Not quite 4 minutes in. Blackhawks on the power play. Nifty little passing. Kane to DeBrincat to Taze. Taze, oh captain, my captain. He buries it. Makes it 8-5 Hawks. I'll tell you what. I knew it. 3-goal lead, third period. Not safe. There was not going to be a safe lead in this game. 11 minutes left to go in the game. Thomas Chabot, also known as Hatsambacho, blows by Dahlstrom. Short side, top shelf, beats Ward. It's a 2-goal game. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the game. Ottawa Senators take the puck into the offensive zone. Nothing really looks like it's going on, but they put a shot on Ward. Rebound, scramble in front. And well, Thomas Chabot, also known as Hatsambacho if you haven't heard, puts it in past the sprawling Ward. And it's a 1-goal game. You know, it would have been perfect. This would have been perfect if I didn't have to do a second take on one of the goals. Let me go get another one. Hawks survive the final 5 minutes of this game and win by a score of 8-7. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, this game didn't have a whole lot of defense. Wasn't a whole lot of goaltending. It was just one of those crazy games. But we did get to hear Chelsea Dagger 9 times, so that was nice. Oh, by the way, the Hawks made a trade today. Yes, blockbuster trade right before the game. Blackhawks sending defenseman Darren Radish to the New York Rangers in exchange for Peter Holland. Now, Peter has played pretty well in the AHL so far. He could come, help the Rockford Ice Hogs, maybe make a push for the playoffs. Darren Radish, although he's played well down in Rockford, sad to see him go, but the Hawks have so many defensive prospects, and he really didn't have a clear path with the Hawks organization, so he gets traded to the New York Rangers, probably has a better prospect of making the NHL through that organization, so pretty much I would say an even trade of AHL talent there. That's pretty much all. Up next for the Hawks, hopefully they don't have another game like this. But they travel to Detroit on Wednesday to play the Red Wings, obviously. Yeah, if the Hawks want to make a push for the playoffs, they're going to have to beat teams that are below them in the standings. And the Detroit Red Wings are one of those teams. One last thing before I wrap up. I'm at about 365-ish subscribers, which is awesome in my book. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm thankful for each and every one of those. But I think I'm going to do a giveaway if I hit 400 by the end of the season. So let's get to that, eh? Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always. Once again, happy Cake Day to Olaf and Moose. Stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.